Well, if you'll just get on with my story, you'll find out soon enough. 1. Amelia arrives. Amelia Mary Earhart zipped into the world on July 24, 1897. Her parents, Amy and Edwin Earhart, were delighted with their cheerful, fat little baby. They wrapped her up in blankets and nicknamed her Millie. A couple of years later, they gave her a sister, Muriel. No one ever called her Muriel, though. The youngest Earhart was soon much better known as Pidge. Millie's early years in Kansas and Iowa were happy ones. Her dad, Edwin, had a good job as a lawyer for the railways, though he dreamed of bigger things. In his spare time, he tried to come up with an invention that would make his family's fortune. He squandered hundreds of dollars to make a new signal flag for trains, but sadly, his flag never fluttered. As hard as Edwin tried, he never really got anywhere, which must have been frustrating. There were some advantages to having a father who was a bit out of the ordinary. Take Christmas, for instance. Millie never wanted the girly presents she was expected to ask for. She wasn't interested in dolls or pretty dresses. Instead, she went for baseballs and fishing rods and sleds, and her father gave them to her. He believed a girl should have what she wanted, no matter what anyone else said. And one Christmas, Millie received a very unusual present.
Is that what I think it is?
It was a .22 caliber Hamilton rifle, to go with the packet of bullets she'd found in her stocking. Not everyone was happy. Millie's grandparents were rich, and they'd never approved of Edwin and his strange ways. They thought their daughter was too good for him. Grandma almost fainted with surprise.
That's no present for a lady.
It's only a very small rifle.
We're going to get some rats. Wait for me, Millie.
Boom! Millie and Pidge had cleaned out the barn by the next morning. Millie's dad wasn't just generous at Christmas. He took his family on amazing adventures as well. The World's Fair was not really like any fair that Millie had visited or seen before. It was more like a gigantic, crazy, newly built city crammed with rides and shows and people from all over the world. You could go every day for a month and still never see the same thing twice. You could visit the actual cabin where Abraham Lincoln was born, have your photo taken with Geronimo, the famous Apache war chief, or watch a real sea battle fought on the lake. You could ride double-dipping log chutes, visit a fake cloud that was someone's idea of what heaven is actually like, and swoop about on the greatest Ferris wheel ever built. Even the food was mind-blowing. Some say the hot dog bun, the cheeseburger, and the ice cream cone were all invented at the fair. I love hot dogs nearly as much as walnut ice cream. When Millie came back home, she was so excited about the rides that she made her uncle help her build a roller coaster in their backyard. Millie was always good at planning, but even more importantly for someone with big dreams, she didn't just have ideas. She finished them off, too. Her roller coaster was greased with lard, and in their test runs without a rider, it ran pretty fast. Amelia insisted on being the first person to try it. She climbed up high, sat herself inside the crate, took a deep breath, and plunged. It worked even better than she'd hoped. When she reached that little dip at the bottom, she didn't just coast to a stop. She actually took off, zooming through the air. Amelia! Go, Millie! She came to rest meters away, covered in dust, cackling with laughter. Oh, Pidge, Millie said. It's just like flying. I'm going again. This was too much for Millie's mom, who insisted that they take the coaster apart at once. Dad's sickness. In a way, that famous trip to the fair was too much for Edwin, too. To fund the holiday, he'd squandered money they didn't have. Just another bad decision in the series of bad decisions that he'd made and would keep on making. Soon, despite a promising career and a happy family, Edwin started drinking.